I think Alexander McQueen is known by anyone that knows his clothes to be one of the best tailors that there ever has been. He's got a traditional background, but his clothes are anything but traditional.
Since the age of 16, Alexander McQueen has been pursuing what he loves most, creating fashion.
Ever long as I can remember, I wanted to be a designer from the age of about 3, really. I drew my first sketch on the wall of my bedroom of some little princess in a Cinderella dress.
McQueen studied with the masters, starting on Savile Row.
There was some news programme saying that there was lack of apprentices for tailors in Savile Row, which was like a dying trade at the time. A bit like electricians or plumbers, it wasn't very fashionable, but I was there to learn my trade.
His theatrical influences developed while at the costume house Angels and Berman's.
I also learned how to cut. The 16th century way of cutting all the frock coats for Les Miserables was the original way of cutting clothes in that period. And that comes through in my work today as well, all the historic references.
And he graduated to couture at Givenchy.
What I learned is how to manipulate softer fabrics, because I'd always worked with quite heavy fabrics and tailoring. I learned how to really get onto the feminine side of fashion.
His background in tailoring, theater, and couture spawned some of the most fascinating runway presentations for his own collections.
I've done girls walking on water, I've done girls flying, I've covered every natural disaster formula ever. We also did a show based on the chess match, and so the girls would play a game of chess on the catwalk.
But surprisingly, his creations are wearable.
You can recognize a McQueen jacket by, a high nipped shoulder or a very, very skinny waist. He also does a lot with corsetry, so in his dresses, they're very constructed, but there's always this really romantic feeling.
On the flip side, he's interested in realms outside of high fashion. He's created 2 signature scents, Kingdom and now My Queen.
My Queen was more feminine. It had more floral notes, kind of chinoiserie, kind of more romantic.
He not only selected the notes, but he designed the bottles as well.
I love the shape and the form of the egg, and because it was so connected to women, because it's curved, it's slender, it's the perfect bit of design ever formed, I think.
But with a creative mind like McQueen's, you never know what's next.
I've already designed the next collection, well, I designed the next show already, so that's done. I don't have problems coming up with ideas.